Hey YouTube, it's the test lead, and this is part 3 of QA must know terminology. If you haven't seen the previous 2 videos, that's okay, watch this one first, then go back to the other 2. But the purpose of this series is to give you a high level understanding of the verbiage and terminology that is used in the QA field. I feel the earlier that you get exposure to these words, the easier it will be for you to understand it, and the more comfortable you'll be to talk about it confidently. Before we get into the video, don't forget, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and more importantly, subscribe to my email list. I'll have a full book coming out on all the vocabulary words, not just the one covered in these videos, with in-depth definitions of each word. And you guys subscribe to my email list to get early access as well as discounts for that and my courses coming out later in this year. And it's free of charge to sign up, don't forget. Now back to the video. Remember, this last part is letters P to Z. P, performance testing. Testing to see how a software or application will perform under different workloads. The goal is to identify performance bottlenecks. Q, quality assurance. The process of confirming a software meets certain standards or level of quality. R, regression testing. Testing to confirm a recent program or change in code did not accidentally affect already existing functionality. S, sanity testing. Regression testing subset that verifies code changes that were introduced are working as expected. Security testing. Testing to uncover vulnerabilities or flaws in security mechanisms of a system that are meant to protect data that could possibly be exploited by intruders or hackers. Selenium, an open source free tool used at supporting browser automation testing. SDLC, the software development lifecycle, a structured process that aims for low cost, high quality software in the shortest possible production time. Smoke testing, subset of test cases that cover the main functionality of a system used to confirm software is working as expected. Stress testing verifies the stability and reliability of an application by putting it through unfavorable conditions. System testing, full end-to-end testing of a completely integrated system and confirming it meets requirements. T, test case, specification of inputs, conditions, procedure, and expected result for a test. Test coverage, a metric of the amount of testing performed in a test. TDD, test-driven development, a programming practice that allows developers to write new code only if an automated test has failed with an error. Test data, information that has been identified to be entered into a system during a test execution. Test execution, process of executing code and comparing the actual results against the expected results. Test lead, leader of all testing activities for a group. Test maintenance, process of repairing tests so they stay up to date. Test manager, person responsible for planning, coordination, and control of various test activities. A test manager can lead many groups where each group is led by a test lead. Test plan, detailed document that describes the test strategy, schedule, estimation, deliverables, and resources required to perform testing. Test run, a collection of multiple test suites with necessary information such as who is responsible for carrying out the test cases and at what time. Test script, set of instructions that will be performed on a system to confirm test works as expected. Test step, execution steps and expected results in the test. Test suite, a container set of tests that helps testers categorize and execute tests for a run. UI testing, confirms that an application's user interface behaves as intended, also called GUI testing. Unit testing, testing the smallest testable parts of an application in isolation. Usability testing. Testing a product by observing real users as they try to complete tasks on it. User acceptance testing. The last phase of software testing process. Software is tested by end users or clients to verify it meets requirements before pushing it live. Validation. Verifying that you are building a system that does what it is expected to do. Verification. Checking that a software or application is working as expected. Visual testing. Using screenshots on a web page to verify whether a test step has passed or not. It involves taking screenshots before, during, and after the test and comparing it to previous runs. W. Waterfall model. Break down our project activities into linear sequential phases where each step depends on deliverables from the previous one. White box testing. Method of testing the internal structure of an application by performing checks against the code. Wireshark. Software used for analyzing network packets. X. XPath. A method used, usually in Selenium, to find a specific object within the XML of a document. And that's it. Thank you for watching. As I said in the beginning, these are just some of the high-level words that you'll hear in the QA field. The earlier you're introduced to it, the better. If you found this video helpful at all, please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to my email list to get all the vocabulary words in my newest book coming out later this month. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them below. And hey, don't forget to learn something new today.